a step-by-step plan for the SME to start an automation journey.
The most important part is when we are talking about Industry 4.0, we need to understand where are we right now? What are the...
Is your automation modules available under 1 lakh?
Is 1 lakh budget enough to start? Yes. The most important thing is to take the first step. Imagine a case when there is a machine which needs a maintenance and your most experienced maintenance guy is on a leave and that machine is critical. You need to call your expert and you spend hours talking with that expert on a phone. This is the process right now. With the digitization, you need not to have an experienced person. You just need a system who can tell you how to do it. It's that simple.
What should not SME automate to avoid overinvestment?
I would say SME should not automate the at all.
In general, in small company, what is the duration for the payback on an average?
3 to 6 months is very, very reasonable. If it is going beyond 2 years, something is wrong. Your ROI should be between 3 months to maximum of 2 years.
How will you see digitization and non-digitized company in next 5 years?
If I want to categorize into two things, that non-digitized company and digitized company, growing business and declining business. That's how I can define it.
Welcome everyone to the Veekay Talks. Today we have a person from industrial automation who works in automation with IoT, Industry 4 and with AI integration. So I welcome Mr. Chetan. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. So Chetan, sir, how do you start in this automation? What's your journey?
After having almost 15, 17 years of experience working in industrial automation, visiting multiple factories, working with companies like Emerson, Delta Embedded, Griffin Robotic, and multiple. So the pain point that we understood is there are two different communities in the industry.
Okay.
One are actually on the shop floor who are working day to day with machines, and there is a second community, I would say, they work mainly on the computers. So mainly we try and let's try and categorize them as a OT side, operational technologies, and information technology people. So these two people have a completely different language that they talk. And when it comes to IoT or Industry 4.0, integration of this OT and IT, that is inevitable. And these two people or these two communities have a different language. So they do not understand each other's pain point.
Okay.
And fortunately, me along with the co-founder Nikhil, we understand both sides plus the management side of it. So we decided to sit in between these two communities and bridge that gap of not understanding each other's and not understanding their pain points. So that's how the basic concept of Elansol evolved.
Okay.
Over a tea discussion in 2019 first, and eventually during the COVID period, we had ample amount of time to think about it. So we decided to start Elansol.
So what was your earlier experiences which helped you in solving this, giving the solution of automation to the industry?
I started my journey with Electronica machine tools way back in 2004.
Okay.
So I was working on various industrial automation projects for Hindustan Lever, couple of steel industries, paper industries. So I have visited multiple plants during that time. After that, I was running. So Elansol is my second venture, you can say. So first venture that was from 2006 to 2009, peak of recession time. But at that point of time as well, I used to visit multiple companies, multiple organizations, multiple manufacturing facilities. So I have actual on-field experience of a manufacturing plant.
Actual shop floor experience.
Then working with companies like Emerson or Delta Embedded, huge amount of experience on the process side, how a product is built, what are the things those typically are needed by the users, and how typically they get sold uh, with a with a particular objective. So all that kind of experience I had. Then working with companies like Renu or Griffin Robotech, I understood the IT side of it predominantly. So that I think covers almost all the things. That OT side of it, then actual how the products are built. So that side plus the IT side of it, and eventually as the experience grows, you keep talking with higher level of people who are sitting in the management. So I understood the perspective of management at sitting at various levels. So
You worked with many OEMs and international clients.
yes,
You also work with SMEs.
yes.
So, what is the difference in the philosophy working with big clients and SME?
See, one thing which is common is getting the things done and things which are in their benefit. It's same for everyone, be it SME or a big corporate, that doesn't matter. But the basic difference is how the processes change as your company grows from small to big. So the time of acquisition of any business or getting any order to how you execute it, everything is mainly driven by process in larger corporations. But SMEs, it depends how small and big SME that you are talking to. It can be a one person who takes care of all, or it can be 20 different departments you have to deal with.
Right.
So that's the
That's the only thing.
that's the main difference that I have learned.
Okay. So, when you visit any SME client, what 5 pain points you see in?
5 pain points mainly. Okay. When you say SME clients, if it's a manufacturing, then the first and most important thing is manpower. Second, your machines and maintaining those machines or the breakdowns. Third thing, how you handle the scrap or how you handle the waste that you are generating. Fourth thing, I would say processes which are creating chaos.
Okay.
Last but not the least, how a management thinks about growing that particular SME to a next level.
Okay.
The vision of the owners or the managers.
How you cover help to cover these type of gaps? So, what's your solution for them?
एक मूवी था भूल भुलैया, उसमें एक बहुत बहुत सुंदर डायलॉग है अक्षय कुमार का, हर ताला अलग, हर ताले की चाबी अलग.
Okay.
So for each set of problems, there are different set of solutions which are required.
Okay.
So for an example, if you are talking to a manager who is not having or who is biased towards the latest technology solutions, you cannot do anything with that person. But if there is someone who wants to implement the latest or new technologies to improve the basic operations, in that case, there are multiple things those can be worked out. So I have seen the cases when you have a 3-machine shop, but the owner of that 3 CNC machine shop wants to implement IoT.
Oh.
But again, the problem comes with the budget. If you are having a 3 machines and you want to implement something which is there in the industry and how it is going to be benefited, those things can be worked out.
Right.
When we provided him a solution, the budget was less than 50,000 rupees.
Oh.
And based on that, based on the reports and based on the things that he could see on his mobile, he got 3 orders from a US client.
Only by seeing the system.
Yes. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I heard this thing from other person also. I heard it on YouTube about this. One person was just traveling to a foreign country for an exhibition just to visit. When he was talking with a stall holder or some company in that region. He just showed him his systems, that what they are doing through the systems. That company didn't bother to look at the product. They just came to the negotiation for the order.
That happens when both sides have the similar requirement about the systems.
So my thinking is system pays you,
right?
Not product. Because
system will assist
the
you.
Big companies always see your systems.
Yeah.
The process.
Yes. The process, the systems are very, very important. If you have a good quality product plus the systems, I believe success is waiting for you.
Okay.
So how that person having a 3 machine shop in Pune, Bhosri got that order is, it's not only the systems, but the quality of his product was good.
Yeah, but
Second,
if you have a good system, then the quality
pain point that
assured.
The pain point from the US customer is from the side of trust. That if I give you the order to manufacture 900 parts on a single machine each day in 3 shifts, he wanted to see that progress every day. Obviously, that requirement may have came from his previous experiences.
Exactly.
But that's fine. He shown him the system and he have given the access to his system to ensure that customer that he can monitor the machine's production sitting in US. And he was actually delivering 900 pieces a day from a single machine. So the customer sitting in US, whenever he goes to the system, he sees the report and he is happy to see that 900 pieces on a single machine is getting produced as committed by the company.
Exactly.
Trust is built in couple of days when he sees that happening.
Right.
That's it. And what it takes, 50,000 rupees.
So you're typically solving the problem of low efficiency of manpower, then no real-time data. Everything are the pain points where the SMEs are lacking.
Correct.
Mainly.
Correct.
So you're solving that.
Exactly.
Majorly.
Yes. So I'll tell you one example. So we have a product called as Work Expert.
Okay.
It's a digital work instruction tool that will provide you a visual guidance to do your operation. That operation can be your quality check. That operation can be doing assembly of certain thing.
Okay.
That operation can be a maintenance. That operation can be training your workforce. Okay. So when you visit any factory or in your factory, have you seen the printouts of SOP?
Yeah.
Sticked or hanged on a workstation? What do you think? Who reads that?
Nobody.
Okay.
It is for audit purpose mainly.
Right? Exactly. Exactly. So, tell me one thing. If you have a new operator to work on a certain machine, how will you train him to do his job correctly?
Yeah, currently in my factory also we have a manual system, but we are building a visual audio AV module where we are going to we are shooting already as done. Now we will edit and we will make the on-job training module for 5 to 10 minutes so that any new one can be trained within 10 minutes, and which that video is available for him
So,
whenever he needs.
yes. So, you are going to rely on a person's ability to remember what is being taught to him.
Yes.
So, how work expert works is, let's say I want to manufacture or I want to do a assembly of a certain product. There is a sequence to it.
Right.
So, when I say sequence, there are obviously the steps that he need to follow.
Right.
For each step that a person or a operator needs to do you think if I give you a screen in front of you where how to execute that step, video is running in front of you every time you do that step?
Okay.
Every time you do that step,
The video is running in front of you.
yes. So, for let's say for building one product, you need to do 10 steps.
Right.
For first step, you need to attach or mount a screw and tight it with, let's say, 5 Newton meter torque. That is always shown on your screen, that you have to mount a screw at this point, tight it with 5 Newton meter torque, and for each and every part, that how much torque that you have applied is getting recorded.
Okay.
So it's not only the guidance, the visual guidance that you're providing.
You're also recording.
We are also recording the correctness of the steps that you are doing.
Right.
Imagine a case when there is a machine which needs a maintenance and your most experienced maintenance guy is on a leave and that machine is critical. The available maintenance person do not know how to do a maintenance of that machine.
Exactly.
Or let's say machine is in a breakdown condition. How to take care of that breakdown? He doesn't know that. What you need to do? You need to call your expert who understand or who knows how to take care of that breakdown, how to make that machine running again, and you spend hours talking with that expert on a phone because he is not there in your premise.
In your premises.
What will you do? This is the process right now.
Absolutely.
Now, with the digitization, with the Industry 4.0 technologies, or with the product work expert that we have, you have a tablet in your office. You pick up that tablet, go on your machine, scans the QR code, how to do maintenance for that machine, how to handle that breakdown, including the photos, videos, or any manual reference manual documents which are handily available for each and every step for you. You need not to have an experienced person who can take care of this. You just need a system.
Right.
You just need a system who can tell you to how to do it.
Exactly.
It's that simple. What your experienced person is going to teach to your new guy, how to do it. Why do you want to rely on a person's intelligence in that case?
Exactly.
You can dump that intelligence into the system, which can be reused n number of time and remove the dependency.
All right.
So with work expert or with similar systems, what you can do is you can remove or you can change that dependency matrix.
Right.
And instead of having skilled operators, you can also go with semi-skilled operators.
Correct.
That's the beauty of digitization that I can see in the multiple industries.
Exactly. So you're talking about this, but SME always feels that these type of systems are for big companies. So how do you tackle this?
So when someone tells me that all these technologies are for big companies, I say you're right. When some SME approaches and says, I want this technology and I believe this technology is made for us, I said, you are right. It's about the choice that you can have. Tell me one thing. The first mobile. Do you remember the big mobiles
big
with
mobiles,
the antennas?
BPL mobiles.
BPL mobiles. Who was using it?
Many elites.
Elites. Nowadays, who uses a touchscreen phone?
Everyone.
So technology can be used by everyone. You just need to make a choice. I can use it. It's that simple. AI, ChatGPT, everyone. Who was using it 1 year back? Maybe very few people.
Very few.
Now who uses it? Everyone.
Everyone.
So AI is for who? Everyone.
For everyone. Is your automation modules available under 1 lakh? Suppose somebody is having 1 lakh or less budget. So is it available for them? The modules are there?
Yes.
And what the basic needs the company should have?
See, the most
if he wants to work on automation.
Yes. The first and most important thing is, or to answer your question, is 1 lakh budget enough to start? Yes. Answer is yes. Okay. What I have seen in many years now, that I need a system that can take care of everything.
Then it is not in
so
that
I
budget.
have a requirement of a rocket, but I have a budget of cycle, or let's say Maruti 800. I cannot do it. It is as simple as that. So everything comes with a cost, but the most important thing is to take the first step and start getting benefits from what you have invested as a first step. So I have seen the companies who are willing to invest crores in this. Billions of dollars are getting invested into this. Is it good for, or SMEs do not have that kind of budgets?
Exactly.
I have seen companies who have budget of 50,000 rupees and we have provided them a solution. I think I have already given you an example of a 3-machine company who have...
And you already told.
It's not even 1 lakh rupees. It's 50,000 rupees. So what is important is to take the first step, get those benefits, or whatever we are investing. See, let's say if you have a one machine, what are the parameters that you want to monitor? That we need to finalize first. If I want to just check whether what is the energy that my machine consumes, there are modules available in 8K, 10K. If I want to just check the on and off of my machine and find out, okay, I'll give you a very quick example. We have implemented one single module on one machine, which was capturing only 2 inputs. One is when the machine is on, that input is on. When the machine is off, input is off. Second one is a specific input that was coming from a particular sensor which was already installed on the machine.
Okay.
Okay. And based on only those two things, what we found out is the exact time when your machine was operating, exact time when your machine was idle. So you know the availability of your machine when you have given certain targets to them.
Exactly.
How much does it cost?
Three-
At a hardware level, it's hardly 3,000 rupees module. Let's say to transfer that data, 10-15,000 more, and to build the dashboard, whatever it is, 50,000, 1 lakh, whatever it is. But at a hardware level, what was
But the
required?
dashboard and everything is
15 thing.
available for
There are-
all the machines.
Exactly.
So,
So
whether
even if we are implementing the dashboards for 10 machine and the entire software cost, let's say, is 5 lakh rupees, the cost per machine is 50,000.
exactly.
And the hardware required for each machine, let's say, is 15-20,000 rupees. So can a SME spend, let's say, 50,000 rupees or 15-20,000 rupees on hardware and let's say 5 lakh rupees for a software to get the real-time inputs and get a full visibility?
Hmm.
Answer can be yes and no.
Exactly.
But I have seen multiple SMEs. When I say this, they typically come back saying to me is, yes, this is possible. Can you split it into OPEX model? So I can pay you monthly. Sometimes it is possible, sometimes it is not. But there are ways to take care of all these things.
Exactly.
Again, I'll go once back to the statement that taking the first step in your digitization journey
Is important.
is the most important part. If you start, you can go to a level where no one is.
Right.
If you don't start, you will be there.
So, can you more explain about digital quality checks? How we can do?
Okay.
Any real-time experience you want to share?
So I have once visited a company. It's a big organization. They were manufacturing multiple billions of parts in a month, very, very small parts. But they have a batch quality check process. But for manufacturing each small part they manufacture, they had multiple manufacturing document was there. Then there are some quality check document was there. So for each set of or each batch that they produce, there was a 40 pages documents which are attached to that
Okay.
batch, which they want to send it to their customer. So the first step, digitize this. You can save on the papers right away. You can save, you can save the trees, you can save the money, there are multiple things to it. But
You can save the more headache.
exactly. If one of that page is lost, then what? No one had an answer.
Exactly.
So, and on those pages, oil spillage
से
was
रह
there.
गया.
So, हाँ, गलती से रह गया वाला situation नहीं होता है.
ट्रांजिट
तो-
में गायब हो गए.
Correct. So,
It happens.
so you can first step, digitize the papers first. Quality reports, you can always digitize the quality reports. You can have the systems like Work Expert who are ensuring that your assembly process is done correctly, so your quality is not getting hampered because of the assembly defects.
Okay.
So when we implemented Work Expert, the rejections which were happening in quality, that reduced by 28%. It's not a small number.
Exactly.
Reducing the quality defects which are caused by wrong assembly or something missing in the assembly, that's just a negligence of an operator.
Exactly.
So you can avoid that by having such kind of systems. So there are multiple avenues where we can take care of this. I'll tell you the classical example. In Mercedes-Benz, I have seen the engine assembly happening. When you buy a Mercedes-Benz car, each part in the engine can be traced back to last 30 years.
Oh.
So if I buy a car which was manufactured in, let's say, 2015, I know what part has been used. What's the quality report of it? Everything is tracked. Everything is maintained for 30 years. Whatever we are using in a engine.
It's fabulous.
That's how you see, that's a commitment from an organization to the customers.
Exactly.
And when they're making this commitment, they have the systems in place first.
Exactly.
And those systems have been digitized properly. So when I get a part, I just scans the QR code and I have the entire genealogy report of it. Who did it, when did it, what's the time when it was manufactured, what are the steps, who did the quality check, what are the quality check parameters. Everything can be recorded. It's how and when you can start and what are the baby steps that you can take.
Please share a step-by-step plan for the SME for all the automation journey. To start an automation journey.
Okay. So I'll just say, let's not call it only an automation journey. Let's call it as Industry 4.0 journey.
Okay.
Okay.
Now Industry 5.0 is also coming.
Let's keep that topic aside. So it's a different topic.
Come on.
Topic of discussion. आपने 3 Idiots देखा है? उसमें आमिर खान एक स्टोरी बता रहा होता है फॉर दैट ऑल इज वेल स्टोरी कि एक चौकीदार था. वो अंधा है, रात में घूम रहा है. ऑल इज वेल. अभी इंडस्ट्री का सिचुएशन वही है. एवरीवन इज सेइंग ऑल इज वेल,
नथिंग इज वेल.
अब बाद में पता चलता है कि नहीं है, चौकीदार अंधा है. Okay. So we first need to understand that all is not well. That's the first step that we should take. Okay. Once we understand all is not well, then the most important part is when we are talking about Industry 4.0, we need to understand where are we right now? What is our current situation which needs to be taken care of? And okay, why I'm saying this? Because I have seen multiple organizations implementing certain solutions because there is a hype in the market. There is a person who is taking care of those operations who is interested into it, or there is a management pressure for that particular KPI to be improved.
Right.
It's not the entire organization wide initiative. So all these digitization solutions are implemented in bits and pieces here and there.
Okay.
Those are not connected. And they die their own death. That's the irony of it. So we need to understand that where are we right now? What are the KPIs those we need to address?
We need to address. Okay.
Then what are the what are the KPIs, those can be improved and which can have the maximum impact, and then finding out the roadmap at 3 levels. One is operational, one is tactical, or second is tactical, and third is strategic.
Okay.
So when I say operational, that is something that you need to address immediately. That has to be taken care of. That's the firefighting situation, or that's my problem for now. Tactical is something which you can address in next 2 years or 3 years, or that you want to improve in next 2 or 3 years. 5 years is something which is strategic. That I'm here right now. This is the process, and I'm digitizing this process step by step. And this is what I want to see after 5 years. That's the vision part.
Right.
So at these 3 levels, how you are going to implement. So in Industry 4.0 world, it is called as maturity assessment. It comes with 2 sections. One is the assessment part, which will give you the where are you right now report,
Right.
and where you need an improvement.
Okay.
So that's an analysis report that assessment can give you. Second part of this maturity assessment part is the roadmap, where we can define what are the tactical steps, what are the operational steps, and what are the strategic steps, and how you can go there. What can be the ROI, or what can be the investment which is required to take care of each thing. What's the ROI? What is the KPI that is going to impact? How you are going to be benefited with this? What are the operations which can be improved after you implement certain solution?
Okay.
So all these things can be taken care of with these assessments. And so there are very structured and defined steps which are provided by World Economic Forum itself,
Right.
which are proven globally. Big corporates do this. In order to SMEs to do this, definitely we can help them. There is a free assessment process that we have. I'm not going to pitch what I have, but again, in order to help the SMEs, we have already provided free assessments to multiple companies right now who can take care of this.
We'll put a link for the appointment for free assessment.
That's fine. It's not for the sales. It's for the knowledge sharing. Yeah.
Okay. So now tell me, what should not SME automate to avoid overinvestment?
Or I would say SME should not automate the chaos at all.
Okay.
Because if you automate the chaos, it will escalate the things.
All right.
You should not automate the chaos. First, have your processes sorted. Take those processes to a properly defined mature level. Once that is done, then start your automation journey.
Okay.
So again, do not automate the chaos.
So any case study, again, another case study where you can map the things about increased productivity, cost savings, scrap minimization.
Absolutely. So, okay, I'll give you 2 case studies. One, what we did at one very big automotive company. We implemented the condition-based monitoring system there.
Okay.
So the problem statement was they have the hanger systems to lift the vehicles to go from one assembly line to another. And if that hanger system failed, there is a loss of at least to take out that hanger to a maintenance area, you have to run the entire assembly line again. And
Right.
you have to go to, or you have to reset. It typically takes around an hour. And that particular automotive company manufactures a vehicle in 2.5 minutes. So every 2.5 minutes, a vehicle is rolled out. So if you are losing an hour just to take your faulty hanger to a maintenance area, that's a big loss for the company.
Exactly.
We implemented a system which saved 3 breakdowns in a quarter.
Oh,
So 3 hours a quarter.
it's a huge for them.
It's huge for them. So whatever they have invested in a condition-based monitoring system is recovered in first quarter itself. It's not a bulky solution that they have bought, but that's the power of
Right.
digitization. First example. Second example, for SMEs, there is a company in Bosri, Pune. They have 6 plants across India. When I was having an interaction with them, they told me, or the problem statement was, how we can save some money, we want to save some operational cost. So the most easiest part that can be digitized without hampering their existing systems was to digitize there is a material flow from one company to another. So it was done on a delivery children basis and get pass basis. Vendors are sending material. There is some extra processes which are done by the external vendors. So material flow was immense. Material flow was there. So we just digitize their returnable delivery challenge and visitor management system. That's on a single platform. When I had a discussion with CFO, you'll be amazed. They were spending 29 lakh rupees on those papers in a year to generate those documents and printing it out in duplicates and triplicates and sending it with transporters and doing those things. When we implemented a system, the ROI was less than 6 months. And it is implemented 3 years back now. So they have already saved almost 80 lakh rupees in last 3 years.
Right.
Against the system that they have implemented in 14 lakhs. So these things have, these technology solutions definitely have an ROI. What is needed is a calculated efforts and some patience.
In general, in small company, what is the duration for the payback? On an average, it varies case to case, but on an average.
Again, I'll go with the example.
Hmm.
So we have implemented camera-based safety solutions in multiple companies. We have prevented more than 90,000 plus industrial accidents in last couple of years. When it's a safety system, you cannot judge it with the payback, right? But if we talk about the typical payback terms, it depends on the systems that you are implementing. 3 to 6 months is very, very reasonable. If it is going beyond 2 years, I say something is wrong. So it's not a viable system now to implement it. We first need to update the process and then we can implement it, so we can get the ROI within 1 or at least in 2 years. So any system that if you are implementing, your ROI should be between 3 months to maximum of 2 years, not more than that. If it's 2 years, your system has to be that big. If you are implementing a small system, it has to be in 3 months or 6 months.
And about your safety, you a few days back you said you avoided how many accidents
90,000 plus accidents in last 2 years.
in last 2 years? Your system avoided it.
Yes.
How do you calculate that?
So typically when we implement any system, we have a recording mechanism into it, because when we work in safety, typically reports have two things. One are near miss cases, and second one are the cases that can be addressed. Third thing is actual cases, and actual cases is again divided into multiple parts, that small accidents or small casualties, medium level casualties, and fatal. So there are cases when we have avoided a fatal accidents as well.
Oh,
So there is a company in Nashik where we have implemented a camera-based system. If you are not wearing appropriate safety gears, your machine will not start. And that case was, there were 2 accidents in 6 months before we implemented that system. And both accidents were fatal accidents. Another example from that was, there is a bandsaw machine where you are cutting the plastic parts or some of the metal parts as well. The most probable accident is getting your finger cuts.
absolutely.
We have implemented a system, camera-based safety system, to avoid those finger cuts. If your finger is going near to the saw, your saw stops in 1 second. That's it. Simple.
Immediate stop.
Immediate. Yeah, you can call it immediate. There are systems in the market who can stop it in milliseconds, but against the cost of the bandsaw machine, that system is
Way high.
way high. So again, everything comes with a cost.
So, how will you see a digitization and non-digitized company in next 5 years?
The way AI is also evolving, and there are software and hardware, both automation tools are evolving. There is no way that you can stay away from it.
Okay.
The most important part is to use it wisely. If I want to categorize into 2 things, that non-digitized company and digitized company, growing business and declining business, that's how I can define it. Obviously there are certain operations which needs human intervention, which will not go away.
Okay.
And in our country, we can afford to do it. Overall industrial automation, IoT, Industry 4.0, when it started, the trigger point was when Germany said they need a 30 lakh manpower to work in 2030. They know they don't have it.
So
if
they
we
went
say
into
that we have
automation.
30 lakh jobs that we can create now, and there is a drive, I know there is a line that we can take care of. It is as simple as that. So we should not follow it blindly, what Western countries are doing. We have our India have our own strengths, so we should bank on it. That is the most important part.
So you came into automation. You are a first generation.
Yes.
Still, I observed you have a advisory board concept.
Yes.
So could you more elaborate on it? Because it's a very rare to see companies having this type of thinking.
See, Me and our co-founder Nikhil, Elansol's co-founder Nikhil Varokar. So we both believe that you always have something to learn, and you cannot be master of all.
Exactly.
So there are certain things that we know better. There are certain things that we don't know, and we agree that we don't know this.
It's a very important thing that you know that you don't know.
Yes. And as an entrepreneur, you have multiple things to do. There is marketing, sales, customer interactions, finance, admin, handling
Almost everything.
your team, project management, project deliveries. So you cannot do each and everything.
Right.
And there are people who are experts in the market, who have spent their 20 years, 30 years in this. We have reached out to the people we know, and we ask them as a friend that, see, we need someone to help us, to guide us, and कोई तो कान पकड़ने वाला चाहिए ना, कि भाई तुम गलत हो, ये बताने वाला भी कोई लगता है.
How do you operate in what's your, मतलब आप ये काम कैसे करते हो इसमें कि you
Okay.
have a
We have structured and
frequent-
unstructured approach to this.
okay.
So the structured approach is every quarter we have a in-person or online meeting. If it is in person, it is followed by lunch or a dinner. So it's formal and informal both, where we share what we are doing or what we have done in last quarter, what we are going to do in next quarter. So all those things are typically discussed, including the problems, including the things that we are facing at various levels. That's the structured way of taking care of the business side. Apart from that, see, we have experts who or a person like Kaustubh Samak, who was heading the UPL's industrial automation and IoT and robotics business. He was head for 48 plants. He was a global head. He's on our board of advisor. So whenever there is a problem that we think it's too difficult and we cannot take care of it, we just go to Kaustubh and ask him, Kaustubh, this is the problem statement, what can be done? This is what we are thinking. Is it good? Is it bad? Or what is the better way of doing it? So similar way, we have Sripad, who is expert on MES. We have Suresh. We have person from Israel, Mr. Tal Bakesh, who is expert on optics, who is expert on sensors. So when it comes to latest technology and what's happening in the world, or what
How did you find all these guys
there are some personal
and convince them?
See, finding part was difficult. Convincing part was easy.
Oh, I thought it's a vice versa.
No. See, when I believe all these guys who are on our advisory board are a very good person at first. So they are willing to help you. If you are asking them the right question, they will answer you. And you will find many people like this in the industry, without any biases, without any, without having any personal agendas. What it needs is to find those people. So the people on our advisory board are from the personal connect, are from the business connect as well. There are couple of people who are not on our advisory board because of their personal commitments. They cannot be on a board. But there are 2-3 more people who are helping us in our journey.
Okay, we will take some. I will just ask you some questions. You have a rapid fire.
Okay.
Automation SME should start immediately. What automation?
Start with one thing that matters the most.
One misconception about Industry 4.0.
It's a technology. No. It is multiple technologies who are helping you to do better in your business.
Okay.
And another one can be, it is costly.
One thing that irritates engineers.
Changes. Changes at the last moment.
One big objection you always face.
Mainly about the cost, I would say.
Okay.
Be it from SMEs, be it from big corporations. And that's from the purchase guys. Not the people who understand the technology, they typically are convinced for a purchase, that's a KPI.
So, most underrated technology for SMEs.
Most underrated is
Or we can say unutilized with full potential.
Okay. Mainly camera-based systems.
CCTVs.
And CCTVs, you can say that.
Yeah.
Because you can have your existing infrastructures to run different analysis on top of that.
Yeah.
So
you showed me that video.
Yes.
About the unloading of manual unloading, but still counting on the CCTV.
Correct. So see how you use your existing CCTVs. चोर आया, चोरी करके गया, बाद में हम लोग CCTV में देख रहे हैं कि भाई वो कैसे आया, कैसे चोरी किया. So we are trying to learn from him कि कैसे करना है.
Not to avoid it.
Right. And that's not the objective of CCTV, right? The CCTV is right now or the entire CCTV infrastructure is reactive.
Yeah.
It's
not proactive.
कुछ हो जाने के बाद कैसे हुआ वो देखने के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं. एविडेंस कलेक्शन के लिए. अगर चोर जब वो दीवार में से कूद के आने वाला है उसी टाइम वहां पे अलार्म बज गया तो एटलीस्ट वी कैन ट्राई एंड प्रिवेंट.
Exactly.
कुछ नहीं तो वो सिक्योरिटी गार्ड के केबिन में बजा तो सिक्योरिटी गार्ड तो जाएगा जो सो रहा है.
Okay, one book you recommend.
Okay, Playing to Win.
Your dream to Indian manufacturing in one line.
Having the systems which are indigenous, built on the strengths of Indian mindset, culture, and which can be exported to the globe.
Okay. Thanks, Chetan. We will.
Thank you. It was.
Yes, we will conclude here.
Yes.
And thank you very much for sharing your knowledge on Industry 4 automation. And it is happy to see that you have a easy to install automation modules.
Yes.
Like in workflows with working with CCTVs which can be automated.
Simplicity and innovation is one of the key areas what we believe that can serve the purpose. But thank you for inviting me. It's pleasure having this discussion. Yes. Because it's very rare that person with a company with 50 years of legacy is staying curious to understand more about the technology. Yeah. So yes, that's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.